Alright, we do function. Boom. Marks 1205 numbers after the name. A little messenger right here, a little DLC, man, a little picnic panic, man. I always wonder with DLCs, man, whether to put them in here as games beaten or not. It's kind of an interesting little dynamic right there. And I feel like they're worth my time. So you'll see a couple DLCs over here, man. I did some Doom DLC. Or I guess it was not even called DLC. What's that called? They're called like add-ons or something. There's like some old school like term that they got over there, pre-DLC, for like the Doom stuff that they added if you bought like Doom or Doom 2 on, I guess, every system. I think about it, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked at my Xbox version of Doom. I don't know. I did it on the Switch with Doom 2. Either way, though, Picnic Panic over here, the DLC, which I believe is free. I'm pretty confident it's free, as in, like, I got it and I didn't pay for it. I don't think it was a special or anything. I think it's just free. The Messenger is great. I think I kind of talked about it last episode where, a couple of, I think it was last episode, where, it's a Metroidvania kind of same time Ninja Gaiden type game. It flips between 8-bit and 16-bit, which is like really, really cool and stuff like that with that they do. And then the DLC, I really appreciate it because it's short and quick. I mean, you could be in there like an hour or two. It's very, very quick. And it's just kind of like an add-on. You go to like another island over there and whatnot. And this is the final boss. I kind of tried to like show some gameplay. I would have preferred to show a little bit of gameplay. But when you kind of load it back up after you've beaten it, it takes you kind of right before like the final boss. And I'm like, alright. And then if not, you go back to like the previous like spot, like a messenger. And I'm like, okay. So I'm showing y'all the punch-out fight, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. You kind of get to the end of the game over here and you end up having this punch-out fight, which thankfully I'd recently played the Punch-Out. Jeez. I recently played Punch-Out on NES. And I was kind of alright with it. So like I figured out later, I was like, oh, that's right, you could like hit them different ways and that's how you actually do this. Dang. Instead of just like punching them the one way and being confused as to why it doesn't work. It's a pretty easy boss fight though. Once you get like the rhythm of it and the hang of it, it's pretty simple. And it really kind of like the DLC, just it doesn't add like that much necessarily to the game. It feels like it could easily just been part of the game. And I played it all like back to back right now, so I'm a little bit kind of different to it. But if I were to play this back in the day, back when it came out, then it would have been cool to have an additional piece of content there, just something like a little bit extra over there that I could kind of like dig my teeth into maybe like a couple months later. You know, I kind of got that urge to play like the Messenger again, and they drop like a couple months later some DLC. I'd probably be like, oh, okay, like I'll check it out. In this case, I kind of just did it like right after. I thought about maybe like leaving it, but I wasn't sure how long it was and whatnot. And then I looked at on how long to beat, how long it was, and I was like, oh, just an hour? I was like, all right, we'll get it in, we'll do it. I didn't want to lose that muscle memory. You know, that was kind of the thing I was thinking of, like, because there's a lot of different like moves you do in this game and stuff. So I was like, I need this muscle memory. I gotta kind of remember how to do it. But overall, man, I mean, the Messenger, if you're really looking for yourself for some sort of, and Metroidvania is really, although it officially is, it really, to me, I sided a lot more with the Ninja Gaiden thing. You kind of play like a Ninja Gaiden game for like half of it, pretty much. The combat and the system and the mechanics are always like that. It's just that towards the like latter half of the game, you have to keep going in and out of different areas looking for stuff, and that's what makes it a little bit Metroidvania-ish. There's a hint system though that kind of tells you where to go, which I definitely abused the whole time because I was like, they give you some like weird like hint thing, and it'd be like, man, you know, the tortoise that won the race against the hare, find him under the lair, and you're like, what? Like, what the hell? You think I remember like all these like screens like this? Like, that short-term memory, that long-term memory, that ain't what it used to be, man. So if you haven't played the Messenger, I would definitely recommend it. I think you pick it up in every system. I played it on Switch. And then the DLC is also pretty good too. I'd recommend playing right after. I mean, you can literally see right there. That's the DLC right there. It's just that island. That's all it is.